Conditional statements allow our apps to make decisions. And the conditional statements that we're going to look at in this course are if-then types of statements. Now, an if-then statement simply says, if some condition is true, then do some action. And this statement here on the right says, if some test is true, then do something, otherwise do something else. So a key difference between these two upper if-then blocks, this one, something's only going to happen if this statement is true. Here, something is going to happen regardless of whether this is true or not. So if it's true, this will happen. If it's false, this will happen. If-else statements can also include additional tests. So here, if this first test is true, it will do this. If the second test is true, it'll do that. And these are done in order. So if both of these things are true, it won't get past this first test. So if this is true, it's going to do this and then move on. And if neither of these is true, nothing happens. Whereas here, this final else means if neither of these two things are true, this final thing will happen. Now, the tests that I've been talking about in Thunkable look like these green blocks here. So there's usually some sort of test. So something is less than something else, something is not equal to something else, something is equal to something else. And these tests can be arbitrarily complex. Here on the lower right, I've got a block that uses an and statement, so it's combining two separate tests and a not. So it's the opposite of if this turns out to be true, then the not will make it false. These things can get extremely complex. We're not going to really get into that in this course.